guys, my name is Angela and today I'm going to be unhauling books while sitting in the snow. So I don't know why I thought that this was a good idea, but I did. So here we are, and there was no one to tell me that it wasn't a good idea, so I figured let's do it. So this is going to be the first of many unhauls here on my channel because I'm running out of shelf space. It's like an epidemic. The floor has become my bookshelf and I need to get more shelves, but I want to fill those shelves with books that I love and books that I'm excited to read. And that kind of sparked me to want to do this unhaul. So there were several mistakes that were made. The first is that I brought this cardboard box out to put the books in, and then I realized that they're gonna get wet because snow melts and it'll go through the cardboard and ruin the books. So that was smart. But the first book we're going to be unhauling is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Gilroy. Now, I DNF'd this book. I read about 50% of it and I just didn't like it. Well, I liked the first 40%, but after that, honestly, I just got bored. And I have the attention span of a squirrel. So when I get bored, it's kind of game over. So essentially, it was game over. I DNF'd it. And yeah, that's why I'm unhauling it. The next book I'm going to unhaul is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I already read this and I already have it in hardcover. So why do I need a soft cover Red Queen and a hardcover Red Queen? I don't. So I'm unhauling it. And the next book I'll be unhauling is The Third Twin. This was a thriller and I did not like it at all. I was just really disappointed with it. And every time I see it on my shelf, I get kind of angry. And I think that shows that like I want to look at my shelves and see books that I love or books that I'm excited to read. So why keep books that I didn't like? I just don't see the point to it. So I'm going to be unhauling this and I hope that someone else can enjoy it. These next few books I think are kind of the most controversial, and those are The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. So the reason I'm unhauling these is because I hate the paperbacks, and that probably sounds so superficial, but it's true. I hate them. These are the stiffest paperbacks that I just dropped one in the snow. These are the stiffest paperbacks that I've ever read. And these paperbacks are uncomfortably stiff to the point that the pages are like what's going on there? They're just so uncomfortable to read. And these were given to me by my friend Haley because she unhauled them. And she gave me the last book in hardback. So I think I'm just gonna keep that one and eventually just get these in hardback too. There's no reason for me to have these as placeholders until then because I'm not going to read them because they frustrate me. And I just think that they've had their little time on my shelves and it's time for them to go somewhere else. The next book I'll be unhauling is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Now, I've heard mixed things about this book. I've heard that people say that the disability rep isn't all that good. And if you guys know me, you guys know that I talk about disability and chronic illness rep a lot here on my channel because I think that it's something very important. So for the disability rep to not be good, I feel like if you're gonna have disability rep, you should do it well. And I feel like it could be offensive to some people who are disabled and they're reading that specific rep. And instead of seeing themselves, they're just kind of offended by it. I don't know, I've heard such mixed things about this book. Please let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this book, if you have any. But I just really don't have any desire to read it because of what I've heard. The next book I have to unhaul is The Siren by Kira Cass. Now, this book is absolutely beautiful. The cover's beautiful, the spine is beautiful, and I love mermaid/siren books. So you're probably wondering, then why are you getting rid of it? Well, it's another kind of superficial reason, and that is that it's a hardback and the rest of my Kira Cass books are paperback. And I know that sounds really dumb, but I really don't have any intention of reading it anytime within the near future. And I just feel like I don't need it on my shelf. With that being said, I'm kind of beginning to see how unhauling can be rather hard because I spent my own money on all of the books other than The Raven Cycle that I'm unhauling today, and I feel like it would be different if they were sent to me by publishers or something, but they weren't. I bought these books with my own money. And this is the hardcover, and on the back it says $18.99. So I bought it at Barnes & Noble, so I'm sure that's what I paid. And so that kind of sucks, and it makes me want to keep it, but I know that I'm not going to read it anytime soon, and I'd rather give it to someone else who would enjoy picking it up in the near future. So that's why I'm unhauling it. The next book I'm unhauling is Ash Princess by Lauren Sebastian. Now this cover is wet, so don't unhaul your books in the snow. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but it's fine. She's fine. Ash Princess by Lauren Sebastian. I read this in 2018 and I enjoyed it. I did, but I feel like I didn't really take anything away from it, and it was a trilogy, and I don't know, I'm very weird. I feel like if I have the first book in the trilogy and I don't anticipate to read the rest, then why have it? And so I feel like I could pass it on to someone who would read it and enjoy it and maybe read the rest of the trilogy. Now with that being said, I don't not want to read the trilogy. I might read it down the road, but I don't know. I'm in this like mindset of just trying to get rid of books to make room for new books. So this is going. I put the box back on my lap because now I'm afraid that I'm going to ruin all these books, but it's okay. There's only 2 books left. And the next book is Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls. And if you saw my 21 books for 21 years video, I talked about this book, and I talked about how it was one of the first books that I remember not liking. And I don't know why I've kept it this long, honestly. It served its point to, be in that video, but now there's no point for me to have it anymore. It just kind of makes me angry, and it doesn't bring me joy when I look at it. So I need to get rid of it. I do think the cover, though, is beautiful, and the spine is beautiful as well. And I hope that someone will enjoy this book, because I did not. And the last book is by the same author, and that is Bad Girls with Perfect Faces. And again, this cover also still has the Target sticker on it, so that's a yikes. I think I bought it in like 2016. I read the other one in 2015 because I was a junior, and I was a senior in 2016, and I bought this one. And I knew that it was the same author and everything, and I knew how much I hated the first book, but I mean, the cover, it's cool. The lipstick and the fly and the spine, I don't know, it's cool. I'm not the first person, I'm sure, that has bought a book based solely on the cover. Sometimes, you just can't help it. But I don't think that I will be reading this anytime soon, or in fact at all. And so I don't think it serves any purpose on my bookshelf. So for that reason, I'll be getting rid of it. So those are all the books that I'm going to unhaul for right now. As I said in the beginning, I'm definitely going to be unhauling more books in the very near future because I do need to make room and stop using the floor as my bookshelf. I hope this video wasn't a total disaster. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounded a lot cooler and cuter in my head. And now I'm just sitting here with a soggy cardboard box, and I'm questioning all my choices. But thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good one.